Hello, I'm Abby. Welcome to my channel, Abby's Retro Rescue, where I rescue vintage 80s goodies and show them to you guys and then help them find new homes whenever I can part with them. Some of the things I do keep and some of it goes in my Etsy store. I've got lots of fun things to show you today, so let's get started. Most of what I have are smaller items, especially lots of Happy Meal toys this week. But first I'll start out with the bigger things. And I totally love this Papa Smurf. Now, when I go to estate sales, I look on estatesales.net and find the sales in my area and peruse the pictures so I can kind of see what I'm looking for. And this guy really stood out to me. I've actually never seen him. I have gotten quite a few Plush Smurfs over the years, but I have not gotten any Papa Smurf. So especially this guy, look, he's got a Hawaiian shirt and it's sort of like built in. So that's really fun. He is in beautiful minty condition and his feet are made to where they're flat. So even though he's a plush, he can actually stand up on his own, which is fun. So anyway, I saw him in the picture. I specifically went after him. It was day 2 of the sale, so I wasn't sure he'd still be there, but he was. So I was so excited to come home with this. This next item is really fun and unique. I've never seen one of these before. It is a Jordache brand shoe purse, a tiny little crossbody purse. And I do think this is actually from the 80s for a few reasons. One, because the brand, Jordache shoes, and the style is just so 80s to me. I do think that these were probably factory made. I don't think that this is a handmade item. It just looks too professional, and it has the zipper on the side here, and that's where you can store your things. Obviously, it's not going to hold much. It's not big enough for a cell phone, which is another reason I think this is probably vintage, but I've never seen these before. I'll probably be carrying this on the 80s cruise. I'm not sure what other occasions I could possibly carry a shoe purse, but how cute is this? I had to have this. I got one mug this time, and it is Kathy. Do you guys remember this cartoon? I really liked the Kathy cartoon. She's so cute. It says Ms. Right, which I thought was so hilarious. So Kathy. Here's the bottom. It's not dated, but I really feel like this is probably from the 80s, partially based on the way it looks, but also because in the cabinet where I found this were other mugs that were clearly vintage. So I do think that this is a vintage mug and it's adorable. And sticking with the theme of Kathy, I also got some Kathy recipe cards. Broken cookies contain fewer calories. Well, that's an interesting theory, Kathy. I'm not sure that's scientifically accurate, but these are so fun. I don't use a ton of recipe cards, but every now and then someone will ask me for a recipe. I usually just shoot them a picture on my phone, but how fun to exchange old school recipe cards. So I probably will end up using these and keeping them. In my last video, I told you guys that I had been looking for some Polly Pockets for a long time, and I had found some knockoff Polly Pockets made by Galoob, but they were not the real deal. And then after I said that, this week, look what I found. 2 Polly Pocket things. Now, these are the same, so I'm just going to show you the one. It's a holiday Polly Pockets, little Christmas theme. And when you open it, it has a little Christmas scene inside. And there's a knob on the bottom. And when you turn the knob, she dances around the Christmas tree. I love this. All right, the next thing is kind of weird. They do, at the estate sales, usually sell everything, including the items that are in the bathroom cabinet. And this person had some Q-tip cosmetic applicators, and I was like, I have never seen this. I mean, I use Q-tips, you know, for my ears and stuff, but I didn't know they made cosmetic applicators. And based off of the picture and the color, this pink eyeshadow, I feel like these are definitely from the 80s. This is a product that I don't remember at all, but these were never used. It's brand new. It even has like this little pamphlet with you know, makeup application tips. And then inside are the Q-tip cosmetic applicators. They just look like a regular Q-tip, but they're kind of, you know, flatter. So I guess based on the picture, they're indicating you would use it for like eyeshadow. But I thought that was really fun. On the back, it says, Q-tip introduces the first disposable cosmetic applicator specifically designed to apply and blend eye makeup for professional results, y'all. So I'm expecting some professional results after I start using these guys. All right. Sometimes I buy vintage party goods like napkins and stuff, especially if they have characters on them. Like I've bought some Garfield ones before. I have some Alf ones. And these are the banana splits. So this is so obscure. I remember this TV show, The Banana Splits. I'm pretty sure it's from the 70s. It could even be late 60s, honestly. It was a kid's show. I vaguely remember seeing it in like reruns. It was around the era of like HR Puff and stuff and all of that. But do you guys remember the banana splits? Tell me if you do in the comments. Anyway, this is a unopened birthday napkin package that's got the banana splits. Now, somebody is gonna want this for their birthday. So I need to list this on Etsy because you never know what people are looking for. And these are so obscure, I just thought, might as well get them and see what happens. Now, I'm not a big Pez dispenser collector, mostly because I don't know that much about like which ones are valuable. That is a whole world that I'm not familiar with. But as you guys know, I love Garfield and I don't really turn down Garfield stuff. So when I saw these Garfield Pez dispensers, I had to go for them. I mean, these are so fun. I did get some buttons this time. I am from Texas. Dallas is my hometown originally. Now we live in Kansas. But I got this Don't Mess with Texas button because I just thought it was fun. It reminded me, I think this Don't Mess with Texas campaign came out when I was probably in junior high or high school. It was a anti-littering campaign. Don't mess with Texas, you know, don't throw your trash on the ground or whatever. And I thought it was funny because it reminded me of my youth.
Zooming down the highway and you got a heavy load. Don't you trash that Texas highway. Don't you throw it in the road. Don't you mess with Texas.
And then other buttons I got, now these were pretty exciting because I don't usually see stuff about Dallas around here, but 3 Dallas pins. We've got Lucy, Pamela, and Bobby. These are really fun. And I got another Dallas item, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. So I sent pictures of these to our friend David, who runs the Instagram and Facebook page Cattleman's Club. He is the largest collector of Dallas memorabilia. And one of these days, we're going to go to his house and show you all of the things he has. But I sent him the picture of that and this next item, and he was pretty blown away by it. He said the buttons were really cool and that this thing he had never seen before, which for someone who collects as massively as he does, that was a big compliment that I found something he'd never seen. But this was actually a local magazine for where we live. We live in Wichita. This is the Wichitan. And at first glance, I saw it and I was like, oh, a Dallas thing, that's cool. Because it was the same house where the buttons were from. But then if you look closer, there's something weird about this picture. It is not the actual cast members, you guys. These are lookalikes from Wichita in our city. This is dated November 1980. They had a contest. There was like a local, I don't know if it was a radio station or maybe just the magazine itself. Anyway, they held a contest to find people who looked like the Dallas characters in Wichita, and then they gave them like clothes and makeovers, and then they did like this photo shoot. So it says, meet the Ewings of Wichita. Dallas lookalikes who bring home the soap. And then these are the different pictures of the people that they chose that they thought looked the most like the Dallas characters. And then there are little bios about the people. And I thought that out of all of them, I really thought that the Lucy lookalike probably was the most accurate. And she is 18-year-old Natalie Wallace. And so she was 18 in 1980. But look how fun this is. And also pretty weird. So David was really excited about this. So I told him I was going to send it to him along with the buttons. So David, I'm putting this in the mail to you. But before I did that, I wanted to show it to you guys because it's just so unique and weird and quirky and fun. And I just knew that you would want to see it. Now we're left with just the smaller items, but they're pretty exciting. First up, another Smurf figurine. This is actually like the same one that I got last time. And I don't know if the other one was broken and it was supposed to have a piece of cake underneath or what, but this one has a happy birthday stand, but the figurine is the same. So I don't know. I think it's supposed to go on a cake. Okay, who remembers the McNugget Buddies? If you've watched our other channel, our 80s Life, you will probably know that I'm pretty obsessed with these guys. And this last Christmas, McDonald's relaunched them with new designs. I didn't get any of those. I actually have a friend that's sending me some. But I always go for these vintage ones. I'm always buying them whenever I see them. These ones are naked. They don't have their clothes and their hats and their accessories. But they're still super cute, and I was kind of thinking like it might be fun to make clothes. Is that a crazy idea? I might just concoct some kind of little outfits for them. That would be a fun craft project. I mean, what do you guys think? Should I do it? In my last video, I got one of the Fraggle Rock car toys, and I found 2 more. So these are definitely going to go back up in my Etsy store. They always go really fast whenever I list them. For some reason, they're really popular. I think it's because there's just not a lot of Fraggle Rock stuff out there. So I was excited to find 2 more. Another toy that sells really well for me are the Jetsons. So I got a George and an Elroy. These are also little cars. People seem to like that kind of thing, and these are from the 80s, so the fact that they're in such good condition is pretty cool. I got 3 Happy Meal toys that are still in their packages. This one, I've bought this one before, but he's not in his package, the other one I got. But it's really cool, Disneyland Adventures. These were Disneyland themed ones, and they usually have the date, 1994. So this is actually a little bit later, it's in the 90s. The reason I usually buy these when I see them is it's the Splash Mountain theme, but it's the old Brer Bear Splash Mountain. So this is before the recent retheming, which is a tragedy in my opinion, but that's another topic for another day. But because Disneyland recently rethemed Splash Mountain, I think any items from the original old theme are probably all of a sudden more valuable, more desirable. So I grabbed this guy, and then I got 2 Cabbage Patch Kids themed items. This one, Happy Birthday, Happy Meal, 1994. And this one, these are the little ones that come with the adoption papers, which are kind of silly and fun. I think they were a holiday item, but I always get them whenever I see them at sales, mostly because I think they're cute, but they are somewhat desirable as well. And of course, my best find always are these McChangeables. Whenever I'm digging through bins with Happy Meal toys, I'm always looking for the McChangeables. This one is the dinosaur one. These came out after the originals were such a big hit. And then the original ones, this one here, I'm always worried I'm gonna break a nail whenever I try to open these. They're not real fingernail friendly. Oh, here we go. And the original ones were like little robots like this, and they were like a play off of the Transformers. They were wildly popular. They came out with a couple of different lines, and they are still wildly popular. So collectors are always looking for these. And so I am always looking for these. All right, the last item is kind of a teaser because I'm going to do another video to show what's in here because it's going to take a while. Look at this. These bags of trinkets, clearly vintage, totally awesome. Don't ask me what I'm going to do with these, like I know. I just can't resist them. I love miniatures. I love trinkets. I love junk jewelry, and I can't turn down a mystery trinket bag. So by the time you're watching this, I will have already dumped out these things and made a separate video for you to watch, and I'm going to post that right here in a link. So click on that to watch next and find out what's in these mystery trinket bags, and I'll see you over there.